Hello, beautiful people. Right now, I am at Kerry Beach. This is the last beach in the north of Goa. And as you can see, there's the beautiful ocean behind me. And well, on this side, there's a plateau which goes up there. And yeah, and then there's some people doing paragliding over there. And this is a really cool place. And what I wanted to share with you guys is actually the place where I'm staying, and probably I would like to have a conversation with the guy who is running the place because he's an amazing person. And yeah, so just thought I will share that with you guys. And this is the way to the New Earth Hostel. And yeah, it's kind of a full jungle vibe on the way to reach there and get to the entrance. And this is the entrance of the hostel, and this is the chilling area. And yeah, first I'll show you a few of the places. First, maybe I can show you the kitchen. It's a really awesome place, quite a spacious kitchen, which is a pretty nice place to actually make some food with a really nice view and good amount of sunlight. It's an inviting space to do some cooking. And there's a space to chill on top. And that is a place for some yoga, meditation, and things like that. And that over there is a chilling spot, and that doggy is probably called Hermit. And yeah, let me show you the rest of the space. And over here we have some rooms basically. And yeah, each one is kind of a bit different. As you can see, it's a very nice space where you can sit and chill. And here is a copy of the book which has actually inspired the name for this hostel, and also inspired the way this place is set up and organized to really help people kind of upgrade and evolve when they come to this space. And this is the room in which I am staying at the moment. And maybe you can just check out some of the really kick-ass artwork that's happening over here. And yeah, in case you're coming to Goa, I would definitely recommend this place. For me, I feel like this is already my home. So, hello everyone. So today I have with me some really awesome people. Hi, Pulkit and Leela, right? And yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you both so much
I
for
just heard the hi 2 seconds back while I was listening to you.
right.
I get echoed in my ear. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So first of all, like, thank you so much for starting this really amazing space, New Earth Hostel.
Thank you. Bro.
Right. So, uh, how did you get the idea to start this hostel, and what is it? What are the main principles? Like, what's the kind of idea that you have with respect to like organizing this space and doing things over here?
like the idea, I would say, was like always my idea because I loved hosting.
Right.
So before opening the space, I was like traveling, meeting people, engaging with them,
Mm.
trying to know them or know new cultures. And like in all that process, I was like enjoying hosting people,
Mm-hmm.
calling them to my house,
Right.
being with them, making things easier for them.
Right.
Then I like was in that process for a long time, and then eventually, like, I don't know, I like made up my mind that I've been traveling to new hostels, making their theme, enjoying with people over there, which is good. But like, why not have my own space where I can invite people and do the same thing and have like a base for myself? So that was like the idea in the background, and then I don't know, it just happened that I was pushed to this direction somehow one day out of nowhere, and it's
So
just
you were
wow.
born and brought up in Delhi, right?
Yeah.
And so how many times had you visited Goa before you kind of like decided to do this?
Uh, Twice.
Twice. And then when you came here with the intention of starting this place, you had already like found a place, and then you were like, this is where I'm going to make it, or you just like
No, I think it just happened, man. Like, I was in no plan. I didn't know anything how this is, if this is going to happen, and how this is going to happen, and what it is. I just like wanted to take a chance.
mm,
Like, I didn't want to regret that I didn't take a chance of for something I wanted to do.
mm,
So like that was really pressing me down in Delhi, that
right.
I know I want to do something, but like I am unable to take that one step which is needed to go towards it.
Mm,
So I think like that gave me enough momentum,
mm,
and then out of nowhere I just one day decided that I'd take my Royal Enfield, and I told my mom that I'm going to Goa. I
mm,
just told her what I have to do,
right.
no plans I had, and then I just came to
Mm.
Goa with this idea, and then it just happened. One friend brought me to this place. This was the first place actually I saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After you came here.
After I came, a week
Mm.
after I came, I was like living nearby.
Okay.
My idea was to go near Arambol, maybe Parnem,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know wherever.
Right.
But it happened that this place I was brought here, and the idea which I had in my mind, like I wanted jungle pathway for people to come in,
Mm.
or in the background just jungle space,
Mm.
lots of trees, and in
Mm.
that like a small house where we can all be together. So
Mm.
this place was like matching everything which I wanted.
Right.
So I just made up my mind and just took that place immediately.
Mm.
And since then it is here, since 2020 till now,
Mm.
in 2 years.
So which month of 2020 did you actually come?
October.
October. So actually just 2 years.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just a little more. Nice, man. This is quite a lot of things have changed. Right.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
when you came, you said like everything was just
Yeah, it was like kind of an abandoned house.
right.
Like this space was not there. I don't know, the camera can't go towards that side, and the space behind the camera was not here.
Mm.
Like a lots of this, like there was space, but it was not basically used. It was
Mm.
like just growing wild.
Right.
And then there was this house which had like no doors. It's just that it needed some attention and some money
Right.
to come in, and some love,
Mm.
and just that.
Mm.
And I think it had like lot of potential.
Mm.
I was like very sure about that if like I start doing this, like I was not really waiting for what results would come, you
Mm.
know. Like I was not expecting much from myself when I came. The idea was just to do this
Mm.
so that I don't regret later that I didn't do it. you
Mm.
know. And with that idea it came, so I first of all didn't have any pressure on myself that this is what my business plan is, and this is where I have to reach in 2 years,
Mm.
and this is the money I have. I had no money,
Mm.
and I just like had a feeling that this is what I had to do, and I knew that somewhere if it happens and money will come, I trusted like this flow, that if we start something and if it has a purpose, everything will like start tuning in by itself. And like it took some time in beginning. 20 days I was like really scared. Like I didn't understand where have I put myself, where will this go and how it will go, you know. But then like I just started enjoying the space. I started partying myself here, started inviting friends, and then like people started seeing that there's something happening. And yeah, I started putting a lot of attention in the place with an intention to like bring people together. Like that was always in the back of my head that I want to bring people together so that we can sit, we can talk, people can chill, they can like have a break from whatever they are doing, you know. Like they come, they enter this space and suddenly like they feel that they are like a step back from whatever they may be doing outside this space, maybe like 5 minutes back. They can immediately be created a space between that.
Right.
And that's like what I really want to do and grow from that point. And like I had set this intention from the first day, and I think it started becoming very fruitful, like very fast. And the more I saw the fruits coming, the more happier I became, and the more love I started to put. And then it like fastened the process. Like, I don't know, man, it happened very fast. In like 2-3 months, I hosted the first party here after taking the place, in which we hosted around like 45 people. That was my second month
Right.
of this business, coming from like a call center profile in
Right.
Delhi. No experience of hosting, no experience of business, no knowing of business structures or anything, you know. But like just trusting that, just for fun, that let's just experiment if what this trust is, like it really works or it doesn't work, or you know what people are talking about. Just to play around with that. And I think while playing around with that, it happened.
Right.
Yeah, and my trust started to build more with the space. Yeah, and then I'm meeting people like you, meeting her, meeting like a lot of amazing people who are coming in, sharing the same vibe, same energy, which for me is like blessing in itself. Because my
Right.
motive is like not earning a lot of money. It is directly to happiness. Like money is definitely part of it.
Right.
Like I need money to like invest in this place, make it more comfortable, make it to a level where people come in and they don't have to think about anything. All is taken care of. Water, this, that, electricity, backup, beds, like everything which I can think of has been taken care of for this person who will come.
Right.
So that they can be just us and nothing else, you know, that we have to think of.
Right.
So that we can like reach that point we're not thinking anymore. And then we are like reaching points beyond that. I think it will take time, but it's like definitely happening. I can feel it, and it will just go deeper from this point onwards.
Awesome, man. So you named this place after a book, right?
Yeah.
So could you tell me a little bit more about that? Like, what is it about this book that inspired you so much?
Yeah, for sure. Like I would have to start before this book came into my life. This was like the time when lockdown was happening in India, and there were like a lot of stuff happening in that point in time in my life. One of my friends in Germany, she like messaged me that Pulkit, you have to read this book. And then I just gave it a shot, and then I read this book. And I was in Delhi in that point in time. And like in this book, things were like explained very simply. And the reason I really got in tune with the book was because all the things which I had experienced 2 months back through psychedelics were written in this book. So for me, it was like a direct answer to whatever happened, and like it had been put in words for me. So I read it and I made sense of it. And then I was like talking to her one day, and I like telling her on the phone that I'm planning to open a place and I would want to name it A New Earth. And then she also liked the name very much immediately. And that's how like the name came, New Earth. And then the idea of New Earth was like very much resonating with what my purpose was
Mm.
to open the space.
Mm.
You know, like it resonates very much with the frequency of what we are trying to do here,
Mm.
and that way, like it encouraged me to take this step, uh, to like just do it, like not think about it much and just know that what you're doing is true
Mm.
to you, and that's it. Like there is so much I can share from this book.
Mm.
I would like really want to share the chapter of inner and outer purpose
Mm.
from this, in which he talks about how you can tune in your inner purpose
Mm.
to your outside world.
Mm.
So whatever you feel from inside as a being, you can like outsource that to other humans or whoever are
Mm.
around you in your circle. You
Mm.
know, you can share that with them, and also turn it into a business. You know. So you are also somehow getting money for that.
Right.
People are becoming happy.
Mm.
You are becoming happy, and that's like serving the purpose.
Mm.
You know, it's like basically about happiness.
Right.
So if I'm able to serve the purpose of happiness for say 10 people who are living here,
Mm.
and if 10 people are happy,
You want something? I'm going to the shop again.
no,
Yeah.
all good.
Okay.
Right.
Then I am happy. You know, if
Mm.
people are happy, I am happy, and then the place feels happy,
Mm.
and then I feel like the inner purpose or outer purpose are somewhere in tune,
Mm.
and then it's like taking care of itself.
Mm.
I just have to like nourish the place, take care of hygiene of the place or of myself,
Mm.
and like the rest everything is happening by itself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. And so, how did you meet Pulkit?
I met Purkit in 2019, 1 year before he opened New Earth,
Okay.
also in a hostel in Goa.
Okay.
And then in the lockdown of 2020, we kind of came together because we were staying in the same guest house
Mm-hmm.
and it was lockdown.
Right.
And at that point, I had been traveling for around 2 years. So I had this strong feeling that I have to go back and kind of connect with my home.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I had the strong feeling that me going back would give Pulkit the space to kind of follow the stream, which he had been telling me a lot about.
Mm-hmm.
So then I left back to Germany and he came to Goa and opened this place.
Mm. So you're from Germany?
Yeah, I'm from Germany.
Okay. And when was the first time you came to India?
The first time I came to India was 2019 also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was kind of traveling at that time and
Mm.
had noticed that I don't feel at home in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to find a place where I can settle myself, where I can ground myself, and India really turned out to be that place for me.
Mm-hmm. What would you say kind of attracted you about India or made you feel at home?
I think it's something that's very hard for me to put into words because it's kind of a very deep feeling of knowing that I belong here,
Right.
but it's really not graspable.
Not
in
something that you can put in
outer-
words.
Like so many beautiful things about this country, but I think in the end it's something beyond all of that.
Mm. Oh, awesome. And now the two of you are married.
Yeah,
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
thank
Ishnu.
you.
Nice, nice. And I really wish you guys all the very best in this lifetime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and awesome things to come ahead. Sweet. So then coming to New Earth again, right? So because the book and the place, like for me, like I would say that when I first came here, like I don't remember when was the last time I came, but like I immediately felt connected to Pulkit. Like I just knew it, that in some sense that we are on the same trajectory, and like I see that that I have this like intense feeling inside me that the universe has put me here for a certain purpose and I'm a tool in order to move those things forward. And I see, like, like in the last couple of days, all the conversations that we had is that you are also in that same path, and like in a very different manner you're kind of like doing your bit. So there is one concept that I wanted to sort of explore a little bit more, about you were talking about this mandala of life, and how, like, there is this role, of creating harmony where there is disharmony. Would you like to like expand a little bit on that concept?
Yeah, for sure, man. Like this is something I really like to talk about because it has like changed my life when I understood this.
Hmm.
And the day I understood this was like in one of the parties I was attending in Goa, and through music, like I saw grids of people forming in
Mhm.
front of me, and they were like being programmed basically through music somehow, and they were forming a grids according to their own frequency. And in this grid, I was placed in a particular spot with a particular man who I had some differences with,
Hmm.
and we were like being forced to come again and again on that particular grid, though it was like uncomfortable, but we had to. It was like pushing us to come in this point of the party and like face what we are not willing to face.
Hmm.
And that, like, when it happened over and over, and I like looked back and I saw like disharmony in my friends.
Hmm.
Like the people who are his friends are like they are uncomfortable, sometimes wanting to come to me and sometimes wanting to come to him. And this was like I saw creating disharmony in like various layers of this mandala.
Hmm.
And then I like saw it as if like this point, if I can resolve right now, would like create much more harmony within like this 8 people. It can be 800 people, 8,000. It doesn't matter. Like
Hmm.
right now, there were like 8 people who were not in harmony because of one particular reason, which was like very clear
Hmm.
that day, forcefully. I had to see it, and I think like that really explained a lot to me.
Hmm.
And then I like really took this thing very seriously,
Hmm.
that wherever I am, whatever I am doing, if I feel there is some disharmony wherever around me,
Hmm.
it's like my duty to create harmony in
Hmm.
that space.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter where, how, who, but if I am placed in a situation and my consciousness can know that there is this spot where is some blockage.
Hmm.
It can be anything. It can be pipe blockage, heart blockage, anything.
Hmm.
That will like come into awareness, and then I would like become not so comfortable until and unless I do something about it.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's like not in my uh, path that I have to do something about it, but sometimes it is like right in front of me, so I have to do something about it.
Hmm.
And uh, yeah, I think that like really helped me in the whole path till now. I have been coming across many situations which were uh, like given to me again and again by universe, that this is what it is. Many
Hmm.
people came here. They were like in particular situations which I could like they like come directly talk to me about the situation.
Hmm.
And then I felt like if it is coming right at me
Hmm.
and they're talking to me, it is my duty to like go ahead and do something about it.
Right.
So like I started taking small steps in creating like more harmony wherever I could, and I started feeling good,
Hmm.
because as soon as I made something possible for someone and they could let go of that struggle, you
Hmm.
know, if they were blocked in, it can be anything, and if they are blocked, it's creating like this block in the whole circuit. It's
Right.
not only their own block and now they
Hmm.
are in trouble and I'm okay, I'm here living
Hmm.
and I can eat my food and sleep, but like that will still create disharmony in me, that
Hmm.
I knew I could do anything about that, something about that, but I didn't do it.
Hmm.
And we are like all interconnected, so we will all face and like feel that
Hmm.
disharmony wherever it is. So I like feel and believe in that, and that's what I want to also put in this place personally, in this much space, or if I am out of here also, then also I would like to implement wherever I am this thing. And yeah, like it has helped me a lot. It has like poured in so much help. As soon as I like started working for it, like helping the mandala to unblock
Right.
wherever it is supposed to be unblocked, then it helped me with more resources.
Right.
Like I became a better servant towards it, and I like understood like it's about like forgetting everything else what I want to do, and it's about just doing this. And how much ever it is possible in whichever way it comes to me, I'll like try to resolve whatever I can. And this has like multiplied resources for me, so I can like do it with more people coming, joining hands for the same reason, and it's multiplying by itself, I feel. So like it's a nice concept to use in your life, and like just help each other wherever we can and however we can. That's like we are helping ourselves.
Right.
And just to know that, and not to like take like I'm helping someone and I am someone who can help, but like to forget about all that. You know, like to forget about even feeling that I helped XYZ person. I'm a good person or all that. That will like come while you are doing these things, no? That will your ego will want to make credit that I am.
Right.
I'm the one who has helped like 10 people or 15 people or 20 people or all that stuff. But in that, like you have to like stick to your heart, whatever you're feeling, whatever you felt for this person who you gave help to, and why, what was the true reason you did, and like don't divert away from the feeling. Like there can be so many thoughts around it, but like if you stick to the feeling and while you're doing what you're doing, then it like multiplies. The same person will go with that feeling. People can feel, so when they receive something and then they can feel different about it, and it switches something in their life, and then they know that something happened there, so then they would like to give it back to that, not to me.
Right.
So it's not coming to me, it's going to back to that, and that's giving me like maybe twice of what it gave me last time, so it can test me more if I can do more. So like I try to do, every time I get like resources, I try to do more out of them. I don't like keep them for myself, but I like want to use them as much as I can for outside. Whatever difference it can make, wherever it can be put out, and just let it go and let it create some more harmony in the mandala, and that's it. And so it can flow more easily, look more beautiful. It is already beautiful, like, but you can make it more and more beautiful. No?
We are here to help evolve systems, move things forward, play our part, because we also have to interact with this system.
Make it more beautiful. Whatever we touch, we can make it beautiful. We have that awareness to like put sensitivity into stuff or put attention into someone or something. Like for me, this place was also kind of the same experiment of like putting love into something. I was like already experimenting a lot with this, of how if I can put in love and attention into something, how it can transform. So that trust was there when I came here. So I was not scared when I saw this place. No, it was like really gone, and many people didn't take this place before me. It's like very beautiful, and I was like shocked that how can no one have ever like taken this place till now. But then I got to know many people tried, but they didn't put love. They came here with the intention of business, and then they wanted to do their business, and it didn't work out for them, and then they left. So the basic idea was to come and earn money, so they can do something with money, whatever their pathway. But like when I didn't come here with that intention, like I came that I'm just experimenting in life. I don't have anything to do, I really didn't have anything to do, so I was like really taking chances with different stuff, wherever, whatever fits in. And I think this place, when I came, then I saw that this place basically needs lots of attention, and as soon as I will start doing that, it will evolve. And then it evolved, and this place started to give me everything in return. It bought guests, it bought its own luck, it shared with me as land, whatever it has as a land to like fruit, whatever, it started sharing that with me. Because like I was from inside connected to this place.
Right.
Like from my heart I was like giving everything to this place, and I feel like lands and everything can feel that. And then in some dimension they start giving you in return. And then you feel like it's accepted in this particular part of space, and you can like experiment more and like in love give more to the space without having fear that how it will happen or what will happen. You know? And then I feel like it happens. Or even if it doesn't happen, you get to learn so much.
Right.
That's what I thought. Like, even if this doesn't work out, I still think the same. But I'm getting to experience so much.
Right.
You know, I'm getting to live with you, getting to live with her, getting to live with so many beautiful people in whatever time is what I have here. I don't know. You know, no one knows if this place will multiply into 5 new earths, or I will have to go somewhere else and do something else. But till the time I'm here, like I have this chance. So I believe like spending the best and like taking as much experience possible and like fixing the mandala as much as I can. And then if I am placed somewhere else, I will still do the same thing.
Right.
I will be still fixing mandalas if they are needed somewhere else. I think I will enjoy that there also. And that will multiply into something more beautiful wherever. Like I know wherever it is possible. You know, it doesn't matter where you are. There are so many beautiful places, but like you have to be in this. I personally believe that I have to be in this space where I'm like always in tune with this mandala. So that everywhere we are going, we are trying to do our bit. We see like there's a bottle falling down here. I picked up that bottle, I put it in the dustbin. It's not very big thing to do, but maybe that will make a very big difference for someone else. We don't know.
Right.
So like doing these small things make like big differences in the whole. And that's why I feel like the whole is helping you so much to do that. It's just like you need a switch in your mind. And okay, I will serve the universe. Forget about everything else. And then the universe starts serving you also, and all your personal things are also fulfilled. Now it's just that you don't want all those personal stuff anymore. When you wanted, you didn't have it. Now, as soon as I don't want it, I have all of that.
Right.
You know, now it doesn't even make a difference. I have it, I don't have it. But it's still there, and like good to know that it exists. And it can be used. Like everything which comes now, I feel it can be used to like fix the mandala.
Right.
Like, that's all I feel from inside. And in that all this is happening, and I'm enjoying. Yeah. Talking to people, meeting people, and doing whatever.
Oh, that's quite an amazing thing, and it's something that I have sort of noticed in my life as well. So, like on the concept of the mandala, like I never really thought of it that way until I spoke to you. But in terms of like the similar path, like what I noticed is that, like you know, on the topic of oneness, like at some level, I realized that in our essence, we are all the same, which is consciousness, is experiencing reality through this filter. I mean, through this body, through these eyes, and then there's all those thought patterns which are happening. But in the background of all of that, there is like consciousness. And then when I meet you or you, I see that, okay, of course, like I can interact with the personality and then the ego structures and stuff like that. But the one who's witnessing behind those eyes is the same thing like the one that is experiencing what's happening over here, right? And then so in that sense, like as I had this shift in my own perspective with life, that okay, like I see myself as a tool for the universe, that I'm here and my job is to upgrade whatever I can upgrade, and I don't know what that is, but I just submit to the universe that use me as a tool. Like I surrender to you and like do with me whatever you think is the best. And like I start like in the last few years, like I noticed like truly magic happening in my life, you know. So it's so in that sense, like I completely resonate with the statement that you're making. It's just that I see that for a lot of people, like before you kind of make that transition, there's like a huge amount of fear of the unknown. like you don't know and you don't have any reason to know or trust, like these statements might sound interesting, but then you have a very practical life to live, you know, pay your bills, make money, do things and all that. And because a lot of people get caught in that, and then they end up doing things that they don't necessarily enjoy, because you have to like continue that game in that particular way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is true for everyone. Like as soon as you start working towards the whole also puts its resources and love through you and really helps upgrade your life. Right. So yeah. And so for me, like I felt like just in the last couple of days itself, like there's so much information that I got, both like from words and also like a energetic like transformation, I would say. And I feel like it's because of the kind of space that has been built and the energy of this place itself, you know, be it in terms of like the books that are there, or also the kind of frequency that this place has, right? So yeah, what has been your experience with like some of the other people who've come here? No? Is this a common thing that people feel like there's having like a transformational sort of an effect when they come here? Does this happen to like more people?
For sure, I would say yes. I have witnessed it most recently in my father, who
Mhm.
visited here. He lives in Berlin, so he's very fast. His mind is very fast, his actions are very fast, everything about him is always kind of searching for the next thing, and what to do now. So when he came here, it was kind of a very big switch for him, reality switch,
Mhm.
which made him, I would say, uncomfortable in the beginning. But then over 3 weeks of him being here, I really saw how slowly he was becoming more peaceful, more deep, more kind of really looking at you when he's talking to you. And there's some shift in his energy, which I feel after he has left now, that somehow in that time he really opened something up in him that he hadn't opened up with me before.
Mhm.
So yeah, in that way I think this place can have an effect on many people in different ways.
Mhm.
That's just one example which I witnessed.
Right. Awesome. And you said like there's one temple right there, right? How many temples are like just around this property?
Just around this property, there are two temples. One is the old village temple, which people were using
Hmm?
since long time.
Right.
But that temple, because of some reasons, land issues, has been placed there.
Okay.
So that's the original temple behind
Right.
us, which
And
is like the
so
charged.
in a sense we are like between the temples, and on the other side there's the mountain and the forest.
Yeah, and the,
And the
ocean.
And
on
the
other
ocean.
side. And
Right.
the river that side. So it's like a triangle
So
which surrounds us.
we're surrounded by like amazing energies from all sides. Wow. And you were telling me a little bit about the deity of this temple. Would you like to share something on that as well?
Yeah, for sure. Like I would share with you the day I had come here. It was 1st October 2020,
Hmm?
and this place was like, this part was all underwater and overgrown. This part was like, there was nothing basically.
Hmm.
There were no doors, no floors and stuff. But there was like an energetic charge in this place, which I could like immediately feel as soon as I entered this place. I like felt something. It's very alive here,
Hmm.
like energetically, I could feel.
Hmm.
You know, and then I can't deny something which I can feel so strong. And like that somehow like told me to like go ahead with the decision and like take this place.
Hmm.
And like I don't know, it was like, man, something which was like coming out of nowhere into me
Hmm.
and wanted to like do it,
Mm.
like don't think. If they were like instructions coming, like do it.
Mm.
And then I took this place, and then like I got to hear many stories about things which has happened in this village, and the way the people believe in magic here. Still, out in Goa when things are changing so fast, this village is like still very slow. It's like 20 years back in time
Mm.
than the rest of the Goa or whichever places here. And like I have like felt presence of like energies here who are like looking after the whole village. Not only this space, but the whole village.
Mm.
And one of the deities is Ajuba,
Mm.
Devta of
Mm.
this village, and he's like incarnation of Shiva and a form of Shiva. And his like it was long time back. I don't know how many hundreds of years back that he was like walking around in this particular land,
Mm.
like huge 9 feet guy, big build, and his job was to like protect the Saptrishis who were here
Mm.
from the north to south to share the knowledge of yoga.
Mm.
And these Saptrishis wanted space and time to meditate
Mm.
so that they can like leave the knowledge in the land.
Right.
So to do that, they wanted someone to guard them
Mm.
all the time from animals or from anything which wants to disturb
Mm.
their meditation. And that person was Ajuba,
Okay.
guarding all these Saptrishis and the place.
Mm.
And I feel like after all that has passed away from this land, the traces of the knowledge of Saptarishi still remain
Mm.
in Keri and in this mountain and in the caves
Mm.
behind. You can like still go there and still like meditate, and you will like feel that there is something which is like very charged up
Mm.
about this place. And yeah, I feel like this is what these villagers believe. I don't know if I can share like so much about this, but like I would say that these villagers really believe in him,
Mm.
and he's someone like who really listens to your needs.
Mm.
That's why he's called Ajuba. Ajuba means miracle.
Mm.
So someone who performs miracles
Right.
is Ajuba.
Mm.
But he's like also very strict in some place. Like he would want you to also be very true to what you say. So it's like an exchange you do with him,
Mm.
and you like tell him whatever are the things you are here to serve in this land or in this purpose,
Mm.
and in return you ask for his help.
Mm.
That's what I did. Like I asked for his help basically.
Mm.
I didn't ask for anything which I want, but I just asked for his help, that help me, and this is what I will do in return,
Mm.
and this is what I'm here for, but I need like your help in this. I can't do it by myself.
Mm.
So I feel like by that point time he is helping,
Mm.
and he's like always present, and he has helped many villagers overcome so many uh, like dark situations in their life
Mm.
out of nowhere. He has like helped them in the very last moment and helped them have like more belief in magic.
Mm.
And yeah, I think that that's very alive here, and it's helping and guarding the place and like helping people who come here. He's also the guardian of death. So like here people have many people have had like uh, NDE, near death experience,
Mm.
which usually comes through psychedelics or some accident,
Mm.
but they have had like generally like, sitting and then sleeping or something
Mm.
coming into them and like guiding them in their sleep realm. And people have shared with me here when they have stayed
Mm.
such stories.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like there is something definitely which is guarding and protecting,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. There's nothing much more I know about that,
Mm.
and it's just this place where we are together in that,
Mm.
and that's the deal I have.
Mm.
And there's not much I've talked to him or whatever, but I feel like definitely it's like doing what, and I'm also doing what I said that I will do.
Right.
But
Being
that's-
true to yourself, true to
Yeah.
your word,
Yeah,
and then everything is taken care of.
yeah,
Leaving it to
yeah.
higher energies,
Yeah.
entities,
Yeah.
universe.
And also like karma here works very fast. Like I know what the truth is now
Mm.
for myself, and
Right.
as soon or whenever I feel like diverted from it and I do something which is not in tune with what I'm supposed to do, here I'm immediately faced by an opposite reaction.
Right.
It doesn't take time
Mm.
to like, okay, now I've done something, maybe in 2 years I'm facing the karma. No, I did something in 2 hours, bang.
Mm.
And then I can like suddenly realize, okay, this what, and then can like mend up from there and like create better results.
Right.
And like it's forever process. Like you will always, it's like natural to fall sometimes. No,
Yes.
you can't be like superhuman and always like do good.
Right.
There are moments you will like forget about things, and then there are moments when darkness and other things in you will take over, and they are also wanting to express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So you like give also these things a chance to express,
Mm.
and they manifest, and then they give you their own learning and results.
Mm.
But then you see like this created some disharmony
Right.
in whatever you have been trying to do,
Right.
and suddenly you have caused this sensation to rise, and this has
Right.
like goes around everywhere and has created so much of disturbance.
Mm.
So like there's no point. I got to know like you there's no point after understanding, then like going again and again to that. Like it's okay to forget sometimes, but like not doing it knowingly, you know,
Right.
like knowingly as much good as possible.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's getting a bit dark, so I think maybe we can wrap it up for
Yeah, man.
now. But maybe just before we go, just one last question I would like to ask you. Because I saw there's like a small library with an amazing collection of books. So could you just like share a few books maybe that have like really influenced your life, and maybe like a few teachers who have really influenced your life?
Yeah, for sure, man. I would
Yeah.
love to. So the books which really influenced my life were A New Earth. Then it's this book called Letting Go.
Mm.
I don't remember the author name. Which
David R. Hawkins.
David R. Hawkins. He is a psychotherapist, I think,
Mm.
and he has like written this amazing book. And I would say Seven Secrets of Shiva
Mm.
by Dev Patnaik.
Okay, Devdutt Patnaik.
Devdutt Patnaik. Yeah, very very great book also.
Mm.
And then Aghora,
Mm.
very crazy book. It has like 3 parts: Aghora, The Left Hand of God, Kundalini, and Law of Karma.
Right.
I have read the first part. I haven't read the next two, but first part is in itself like insane, and already did so much that I didn't really have. First, I have to like live what I have done from one book, and then I can like reach to Kundalini or the next part.
Right.
And The Art of Living and The Art of Dying by Osho.
Mm.
I think these books have had like very deep impact
Mm.
on me
Wow.
personally.
Awesome, man.
And teachers, I would also say like I've heard so many talks from Osho,
Mm.
which also like helped me a lot,
Mm.
like given me like deep insights, not only through words, also by his silence and the way his being is, and the way his life has been till now.
Mm.
Like it really influenced me very deeply.
Mm.
And also like this is what I'm also trying to put into this place. It's also inspired by Osho,
Mm.
because he like was called this materialistic spiritualist, you know, who also believed in material
Mm.
and also believed in spiritual, and he like wanted to bring them together.
Right.
He always talked about Zorba the Buddha.
Right.
So Zorba is somewhere where you can be comfortable,
Mm.
and you like really have to be comfortable if you want to attain higher paths in life. Consciously, you have to have like first of all like comfort
Mm.
for yourself. And I think that's also what I'm trying to put into this place. Like, a lot of Osho energy
Mm.
is to create like comfortable environment for people,
Mm.
and like love and like Zen space
Mm.
in some way. And with that also like holding on to the truth,
Mm.
you know. like not really going just flashy and
Mm.
luxurious, but like remaining comfortable, but
Mm.
also holding on to his truth and like integrating it in the space.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter what guest comes,
Mm.
you know, but he is like affected by the space. He
Right.
can have a comfortable environment, but there still would be some discomfort somewhere
Mm.
that might come up. Like I want to manifest that here.
Mm.
Discomfort not in the way like the people will run away, but so that it triggers something in them which is supposed to be triggered,
Mm.
and so that it helps throw away this block which have been maybe blocking it or them,
Mm.
so that the flow can go away,
Right.
again come in the same flow.
Mm.
That way, like I don't really care about money, and deeply I care about guests, but I don't care about my business in that way.
Right.
I just want an impact on one life. Whoever is here,
Mm.
there should be an impact, and that's it. Rest, everything doesn't really matter for me. It's taking care by itself,
Right.
and I have to stick to this.
Mm.
That's it.
Wow. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, both of
you,
you,
Vishnu.
for joining me for this one. And I would definitely say one life you've definitely impacted, which is mine. Like,
Thank you.
I feel quite a few things from the last couple of days. There's a lot of things that I've picked up and I have to process and implement in my life. Yeah.
Thank
So,
you, man.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you for being so awesome. Thank you for bringing so much energy every time you come here.
Oh, man.
Thank you for sharing it with everyone.
Pleasure, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye, everyone. See you guys in the next one.
Bye bye.